Alright, so first video I'm going to do as far as working out, exercise, getting healthy, and home workout programs is actually for Insanity. I don't know if any of you, I'm sure some of you have heard of it. It's advertised on a lot of your home shopping networks, and you've probably seen some stuff on there about, oh, I lost 30 pounds in 60 days or whatever. And I mean, it's doable. But what I'm going to try and do here is just kind of break it down into what it is it the right program for everybody, who should consider it, who might want to try to stay away from it, or at least for now stay away from it, because it is seriously insane. There's a reason why they call it Insanity, and I don't want somebody to be going out and doing it and just getting hurt. I mean, if you get hurt, you can't get healthy. It inhibits your ability to function in daily life, and let alone, I mean, running a mile or whatever you do now to try and get in shape, and you're just looking for that little extra oomph to get over the hump. Alright, so Insanity. Produced and distributed by, well, not produced, but distributed by Beachbody Workout Systems. Great program. I mean, I started this October, right before Thanksgiving. Great timing, I know, right around the holidays. But I knew at the time that I started it that if I didn't start at a time that it was going to be a challenge, chances are it's going to be very difficult for me to not only continue with a healthy lifestyle after completing it, let alone trying to just do it in general. Now, what they do very well is they do a great warm-up and cool-down. It's all part of it, so you aren't taking like 20 minutes before, 20 minutes after trying to stretch on your own, making sure to stretch everything appropriately. Because if you don't stretch, I mean, let's face it, you're gonna hurt yourself. Be it pulled muscles, I mean, torn. I mean, you can really screw up your body by not stretching. And Shaun T, the instructor featured in this film, does an excellent job of going through warming your body up, getting your muscles ready to just go balls to the wall, and really getting you ready to start climbing the mountain of this challenge. I apologize for saying so much, a little dry. Let's drink some water, be healthy. So, yes, I mean, warm up, cool down, all part of the video. Don't have to worry about stretching on your own before or after. It's part of it. And then you get into the program. I mean, it's a lot of plyometrics. It's a lot of self-resistance. You don't need a thing for this program. And that's why I bought it in the first place. I'm a broke college graduate, trying to get out on my own, trying to save up for a wedding, have an engagement ring to pay off. This program comes with the discs that you need, and an instructional eating guide. I mean, everything that you could hope to get for what it costs, and you can't beat it. So as you're going through the film, there are going to be parts where it's going to be like, alright, really? Am I doing this? I mean, for all I know, some of you watching this could be like, alright, what's tough to this person? For me, touchdowns, or suicides, whatever you call them in school, where you run from an end line to free throw, end line to half court, whatever. I don't know what you call them. I've heard them called different things. Those were always kind of tough for me, but over the years I've gotten better, and those during this program were pretty easy. But the big thing for me, given some of my physical, not really restraints, but problems, like the torn knee and dislocated hip, I found that a lot of the jumping, the power squats, the power jumps, some of the other jumping maneuvers that are done during this program are just extremely hard, or were when I started. But I started doing them on a mat. I bought mats at Walmart. They're about 3/4 inches thick. Started doing those. I wear Asics for shoes, and really didn't experience any pain. What discomfort I did experience, I started taking fish oil and glucosamine supplement, and I mean, I felt great ever since. I haven't felt this great since I don't know when. Even when I was in what I thought was the peak condition of my high school career, I still had a lot of aches and pains in my knees and whatever from being an unhealthy 200. So with Insanity, I mean, it goes going back to that. It's what this film's meant for. It's 8 discs, I believe, is your base package, and it's divided up into 2 months. First month is just basically kind of an introductory type thing, and some of you will find this intro preparation to be pretty simple, which is great. I mean, that means you're undergoing a program that's, maybe a little intense for you at times, but you're at least ready to go. You're set. You've got a good foundation already. For those of you that are just trying to do this straight out of the gate, I'm going to wish you the best of luck right now. Because when I started it, I was 280. I've told people who have asked me about it since who are much smaller than I am, but still out of shape. I'm just like, well, maybe you should start off with a different program because I don't want you to get hurt. I'm seriously nuts. I mean, I get shot at for fun. For those of you who watch my I Am an Athlete video, I play paintball, I get shot at. Nothing really saying about that. But for those of you that want to be in the best shape of your life, anaerobically, correct? I always get anaerobic and aerobic. I apologize for that mixed up. But let's go this way. Best cardio conditioning in your life. This is it. You get done. You go 3 minutes hardcore. You go get a minute break, or even 30 seconds. Get a 30-second break. I mean, you're going hard. You're busting everything you got to make sure that you can get the results you want. And this is really a program that it's intense by nature. It doesn't really require you to add much intensity on your own. It's just nuts. So just keep that in mind if you're considering purchasing it. As you finish up the first month, you go into a middle week called the recovery week. You do a program there, and that still kicks your butt. You're doing a lot of stationary work, core balance, some stuff with your legs, sitting in a squat for longer than I care to admit to. I think the longest one was like 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes. You're just kind of sitting there, and you modify from being tilted to the right, to the left. Just a really good workout to let your muscles recover. It still kicks your butt, and excuse me for swatting that. Fruit flies, gotta love spring and having fruit around. But just keep in mind that you've got that second month coming up shortly after, and these weeks fly by. Now month 2, all the discs say max interval plyo, max interval circuit training, max. Yeah, they're max. No lies. They are a little bit longer. The first month, I think the longest program is about 50 minutes. You get into the second month, you got 60-minute workouts, and they are balls to the wall the entire time. So if time is an issue, this isn't a short program, but it beats having to get into the car, go to the gym, come home, worry about childcare, yada yada yada. An hour or two after you throw it into the DVD player, after you get it started, it's not that bad. So obviously you want to make sure that you have everything scheduled appropriately. But yeah, month 2, it's a lot like month 1 in the fact that it's balls to the wall, but it's got a lot more different moves. It's going to be a lot more strength. That's when I noticed a lot more definition in my shoulders, a lot more weight loss. In the first month, I only lost, I think, 10 pounds, taking me down to 270. By the end of the second month, I had lost a total of 35 pounds. So it'll give you an idea on how much the second month really, really kicks your metabolism into high gear. And that's really what getting in shape is all about, is making sure your metabolism is actually using the fuel that you put into it, not just letting it sit. So month 2 is great for that. Now, when you buy the program, you get a calendar with it. On that calendar, you will notice that there are little stars next to some of the days that say substitute this program. Those substitution programs are actually extra discs that you can buy from Beachbody, and they're different. They're a little bit more intense in some ways. Other ways they're not so much. And that extra in the deluxe package is what they would call it. There is max interval sports training, I believe, insane abs, and upper body weight training. The max interval sports training is about an hour long. Great program. It's a lot for like geared towards football, baseball types. So sitting in that squat stance, just a good athletic posture. And also some agility type stuff. For basketball, you do some sprints in place. Obviously, you can't really sprint in your house, but just focusing on keeping your toes up, you work a lot harder when you're trying to run in place versus running distance, because you have to control your muscles a lot more. You can't allow yourself to go forward. The strength training, I said before that the great part about Insanity is you don't need to buy anything. That's where that kind of becomes a lie. For the strength training, you need weights. You can't really do a lot of strength training without them, because they have curls, lateral raises. You need some sort of resistance. You can buy your dumbbell weights from your local stores, bands. Beachbody also sells resistance bands right on their site. So if you want to buy everything all at once, Beachbody is your one-stop shop. So a lot to consider when purchasing this. Insane Abs, great program. For me, starting at such a high weight, 280, I had a lot of fat. No two ways about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to try and make myself sound like I was cute and looking good at 280. I wasn't. I was fat. And due to diet, I didn't really lose as much as I could have had I been eating properly. But I still felt by the end of the program that Insane Abs was definitely worth the investment, especially with being an athlete. And with paintball, you do a lot of core work. It's a lot of bending to the side, so a side curl or side crunch, both ways. Just notice a lot more quicker reaction time with that type of stuff in relation to my core strength. So it's definitely worth it. It all depends on what you want out of the program. If you just want to get, if you don't have the money, you can buy the base package and then buy the deluxe upgrade at a later time. It's not that you have to buy everything all at once. It's a butt-kicking workout. No matter what you do, from start to finish, you're going to have workouts that are going to kick your butt. They're all going to kick your butt on some level, but that's just the facts of life. Nothing worth getting is easy. And if you want to get in shape, if you want to get in the best shape of your life, Insanity is going to do it, but you have to be willing to work hard. You have to be willing to put in the time, put in the effort, and actually get off the couch and make a commitment to this. By all means, like I said, post up on here, send me a message, we can talk privately, or hit me up at the link at the bottom of the screen if I put it there. All depends on YouTube's terms of service. Gotta love it. But hey, I'm just here to try and help you out. I hope you found this useful in making a decision as whether or not Insanity is the right program for you. And hope to hear from you. And if I don't, best of luck to you in your future endeavors, and good luck in getting your fitness goals. Take care.